Greg, here is the Pennsylvania Congressional District map of 2011, and the courts have said no, no, no. It's a geographic mess. And then, Riley, bring up the new map, which is creating an uproar. And, Greg, you go to Pittsburgh, over on the left side of the map, and you go to Connor Lamb, Marine officer. Why does Connor Lamb matter in this national debate over gerrymandering?
Well, it matters, Tom, because the House is definitely in play this fall. The Senate maybe not. I think the Senate stays Republican, but the House is definitely in play. So even a pickup of just 1 or 2 seats in Pennsylvania could tip the balance.
I mean, within tipping the balance and going into a Republican district where somebody won by 10 or 20%, is it correct that the courts are intruding on this? Republicans are livid this weekend over this announcement, and Democrats, of course, are going, yeah, yeah, yeah. Are the courts becoming the decision maker of who will run the House of Representatives?
Well, first of all, both parties are complicit in creating gerrymandering that have made some districts look like, you know, the large intestine, and crazy-looking districts. So I think that recently the Republicans, since they control most state houses, have been more involved with this gerrymandering. So it does take the courts, and this court ruling in Pennsylvania most definitely helps the Democrats.
Greg, talk to me a little bit about, the midterms, but also the tweets by the president. 14 tweets, 24 hours over the weekend. He was blaming everyone, the Democrats, the FBI. He says he won fair and square. Does that talk to his base? Does that get him more popularity amongst his base?
I suppose, but I've talked to a lot of Republicans who ask the question increasingly. Donald Trump criticizes everyone, including his own national security director, except Russia. He won't criticize Russia for blatantly interfering in our election, and even Republicans are embarrassed by this.
Okay, but what does that mean? Does that hurt his base? Do people care about this kind of stuff, Greg, or is it just a media obsession?
I think a lot of his base thinks it's a hoax. I think the biggest variable, I mean, right now it's guns, deadly, deadly serious issue. And I think these young people may prevail and get some change. Maybe not a ban on assault weapons, but maybe some kind of background check. I think it's that potent a movement. But in the long term, Francine, I think it's people's paychecks. And I think by Labor Day, the economy is going to look so strong, the Republicans still have a chance to keep the Senate and maybe have a chance to keep the House.